Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I will be talking about something I already made a video about a few months ago, probably like a year ago, and it is basically how you can make a lot of gold with the different legendaries without having to craft anything. So this is a technique that I was using especially during the first patch of Shadowlands. It was working very well, and I know that when I published the video, a lot of people told me that they tried the technique as well and that it was working very well. Basically, what you want to do is simply gather all the different materials you need in order to craft one specific legendary, and then just ask someone to craft it for you. You can either ask someone that you know, a friend who will have no issues crafting one for you, or just go on trade chat and say, looking for a blacksmither to craft maybe the rank 7 plate like belt, and then the person will craft it for you, and then you can sell it on the auction house. So it was working especially well during the first patch because in order to go from, for instance, rank 1 to rank 2, you need to craft 12 different rank 1s. So people were just happy to, have other people giving them the materials, crafting, and then upgrading their ranks like that. So they were like most likely going to do it for free. But now that anyway, most people have unlocked all the different ranks, so it means until rank 4, and especially as for the rank 5 and 6 right now and the rank 7, you still just need to craft a rank 4 and then have a vestige. People won't really be interested in crafting for free. So this technique might not work as much as it was during the first patch, but still I think it will be very good, especially during patch 9.2 for those of you who haven't been able to invest in some legendaries yet and who still want to make some gold with the legendaries. So there are three important things. The first one is going to be choosing the right legendary. As I've explained in many of my videos, all these different legendaries are not selling for the same amount and they are not selling as fast as others. As you can see, all of them have different average sell rate. For instance, the ring has 6.40 when this one has only 0.8. And you really want to try to craft some items that you know will sell pretty quickly. So I'm not sure yet what will be the best legendaries in patch 9.2 because even if you see all the different abilities, all the different things, what will really tell you what are the best selling legendaries will be the sell rate. And it will change as soon as patch 9.2 will be released. So I will make a video explaining what are the best selling legendaries at the beginning of the patch. But if you're not sure, just make sure to look. It can be on internet, it can be by asking some of your friends. Just make sure that you are asking some people to craft you the best selling legendaries. So really you can sell them fast and then ask other people to craft even more. The second thing is gonna be making sure that you're either changing characters to sell the legendary or asking other people each time, because what will happen is that in many cases the person who is willing to craft you the item first will probably ask you to do it for a commission, and usually the commission you can bargain it. So let's say the item sells for 200k at the auction house and the total cost of the item is 50k, and the person will probably ask you for 40 to 50k commission, then you can still make easily 100k on the auction house by selling the item. But what will happen is that if the crafter is also selling some of these items on the auction house, when he will realize that you are selling some of these crafts on the auction house, he won't craft anything for you anymore. And also, of course, if you're asking twice the same person to craft the same item, the person will be suspicious. So what you want to do is ask one crafter on one character and then either sell the craft on another character, or simply after that choose to have another character to ask him to do another craft. So just switch characters, and like that most likely he will not really think about that and you will be able to sell multiple of these legendaries on the auction house. So for me, really, I think even with the commission, you will still be able to find some interesting items, and especially at the beginning of the patch, you will be able to make probably a lot of gold just by asking others to craft these legendaries for you. So my two last advices are, the first one is going to be use trade chats. First, to find a potential crafter. If you don't have any friends or any people in your guild who are willing to craft you some of these items that you can then resell at the auction house, just try to find someone on in the trade chat. And the second thing is, if you don't want to have to deal with all the competition on the auction house, especially because at the beginning of the patch, it's probably going to have like not too many people crafting them, but they're going to be very intense in terms of undercutting your auctions. So try to sell them also through the trade chat. You can simply open and say, want to sell this rank 7, and you will for sure have a lot of people whispering you. So for me, that's really the best way. Like that, personally, now I can craft all the different legendaries, but for a long period of time, I was only able to craft certain legendaries, and I was doing the technique. I was asking people to craft me all these different legendaries, and each time I was selling them for like 5 times the prices of the commission plus the materials. So really trust me, even with a commission of like 40 or 50k, in the first days of the patch, these rank 7 legendaries will go for probably like 300, 400k gold easily. So what you want to do is just gather some materials yourself, find someone who is willing to craft you the item, sell it on the auction house, and then start again. And you can do that with other items, of course. So that's pretty much it, guys, for today's video. I really hope you'll be able to make some gold with this technique. I think the technique will still be very, very useful during patch 9.2. And of course, you can already start trying the technique. For instance, right now, if you're going on many realms, you can see some of these legendaries being sold for insane prices. So right now, what you can do is basically buy the materials. For this item, for instance, it's probably going to be around like 30k, 40k. And then you just probably ask someone that will make you pay. Usually it's between 30 to 40k for a rank 6. So as you can see, in total, it's probably going to be half the price, and then you sell it on the auction house or using trade chat. So you can also do that right now in patch 9.1.5, but of course, it's going to be especially useful for patch 9.2. So let me know in the comments if you already tried this technique or if you're planning to do it. And yeah, I will just love to hear your thoughts about that. And hopefully that will work. You will be able to make a lot of gold without having to actually like upgrade the different legendaries and have to craft these different items. So yeah, let's see. I hope you'll be able to make some gold, but we will have to wait a couple more weeks to see if it works. And yeah, in the meantime, I will publish more videos. So stay tuned, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.